Opportunity has been around for 30 years. When we first started, it was basically a spiritual and community start. A couple of churches had gotten together with some community-minded folks and decided to get together in response to a man that was found frozen to death under one of the bridges in Reading. For the first couple of years, homeless men only went from church basement to church basement. They would come in at 7 o'clock at night. They would get a light meal of soup, bread, whatever, hot meal, take a shower, and then they were given a place to sleep. 7 o'clock the next morning, they were shown the door, and out they went. And repeated this all through the cold winter months. When springtime came and the weather changed, they were shown the door and they were back out on the streets permanently. Realizing this was more of a Band-Aid to the issues of homelessness than solving the problem, this building was purchased in about 1984. We totally redid it several times. But the first time we did it, when we opened in 1985, 6 something, for the first time we allowed homeless women as well as homeless men. At that time we were a 365-day shelter, 24 hours a day, and from that simple program of homelessness, over the course of 30 years, we added 4 more programs to help the community and those in need. We have 5 programs at Opportunity House. We have the homeless shelter, and we are a 75-bed homeless shelter. We have 40 for men and 35 for women and children. And that's probably what we're best known for, is our homeless shelter. The average stay in the shelter is 90 days, and what makes us different from other shelters is that our program, the people that come into our program, they want to succeed. They want to go back out into the community. It is goal-oriented. We just don't offer somebody a place to sleep. They have goals. We have case management, which helps them reach their goals. We still do run the 7 to 7 program when the weather falls below 32 degrees. We have people come in and they basically sleep on the floor. We work with all the other shelters in the area because during that time of the year we want to make sure everybody's out of the cold and has a place to go. Our Second Street Learning Center is a child care facility for children from 3 weeks to 13 years. And that kind of was born out of an accident, really. When we first moved into this building and we allowed women and children, we needed a place for the children to go when the moms were out looking for a job or going to school. So we had a room in one of the rooms in this building, and when word got into the community that we had a child care center here, people started knocking on our door. We realized that this was a chance, another source possibly of revenue to help us fund our shelter program. And I think our daycare just celebrated their 15th year. So that was a process in the making over all that time also. 6 years ago, we opened the Technology Center, which is the newest building attached to our Learning Center. And this was done for 2 reasons. First of all, we noticed that there was a digital divide with our kids. Our kids did not have the same computer skills that their counterparts in the suburbs did. So we wanted to be able to provide our kids that chance, because we all know how important computers are. Secondly, our Learning Center was so overcrowded. We had a waiting list of about 100 children, and we just ran out of space, so we needed the space. Our third program is the Children's Alliance Center, and the Children's Alliance Center is not housed in this building. It's housed on South 4th Street. If a child's suspected of being sexually abused or is abused, they bring the child into the Children's Alliance Center. The child will be interviewed by our forensic interviewer, and they only have to tell their tale one time of abuse. Sequestered in a room, watching a live video feed, is the entire team. It's the legal team, the medical team, anybody involved in the sexual abuse case. And at some point, the interviewer will stop, meet with the team, and if there's any questions that need to be clarified or they need additional information, they'll tell her. The tape is then used in court. It's a legal document. The child does not have to speak in court. The tape will speak for them, so they only have to tell their tale one time. and then the center will help the parent and the child with additional services to help them with, dealing with the abuse that took place. Another program we have here is our SSVF program, and this is a relatively new program. This is our third year for it. It's supportive service for veterans' families. And unfortunately, vets are one of our growing homeless populations. What we do with that program is we quickly house homeless vets. They may stay in the shelter for a short period of time, but we try very quickly to get them in some sort of housing. We have to have 15 beds available for our vets at all times. Recently, too, we opened up Op Shop, which is our retail thrift shop. And that's what Kristen, when she referred to marketing, she's really helped with the social media piece and the marketing of our Op Shop. Our Op Shop, our retail thrift shop, what we want from this program is we want to use that as another source of revenue to fund all of our programs here. It is out on Fifth Street Highway in Muhlenberg, and it is a thrift shop. We have some beautiful things, and like I said, all the money that is realized through the sales comes back here into the shelter. All the donations from Op Shop, people drop them off here out at Op Shop, or we have six bins throughout the community, which they're all available on our website.
You can email me at k.or.jer@ophouse.org. We've got several programs that we need volunteers for. As you know, the cooking group, and our cooking group provides, we cook 1,095 meals per year, and our cooking groups really help with the donation of food and helping to provide meals and prepare and serve. So these are considered in-kind donations, and we receive volunteer hours, and this really helps out with our mission.